Bob was the sunshine.
Very set on family.
Honest man.
He always called me Bright Eyes every time he saw me.
Great father, wonderful husband. He loved his grandchildren.
You felt that love from Bob Mentz, and he was like that with everybody.
He comes from a huge family of 13 brothers and sisters.
They didn't have a lot, so if they wanted what they wanted, they had to go out and make their own money.
I think that gave him the drive that he needed to become successful. He was definitely a joker, and the majority of his jokes were corny, especially to us, because we heard him, it was the same recycled jokes over and over again.
First time I met Bob Mentz was early in my career in 1985. He had his own reasons for seeing me, which I found out later. His father had died and left his mother virtually penniless, and he wanted to make sure that his family were going to be okay if anything happened to him. We met for a financial profile. They both told me what was important to them. I then designed a plan around their needs and what they told me were their priorities. And that included disability insurance, life insurance, retirement planning, qualified plans through the business, making sure that his will and trusts were done. Every facet was challenged. One of the things he wanted to do was make sure that he had insurance all of his life. Another was he liked the idea that it would grow a cash value, because you can borrow from your cash value product at a very attractive interest rate. So he financed his business expansion with the cash values in that original life insurance policy. And that is really what catapulted the business into the success that it is now.
The day that Bob passed away was just a normal day in our life.
He didn't feel well, he stayed home. And my mom and I went into work.
He called me about 12:30 and he said, would you come home and straighten my covers up and get me something to drink? So I went home and he just said he didn't want me to kiss him because he didn't want me to catch what he had. So right there he thought he had a flu. So I told him I'd make a doctor's appointment. He said, I want to thank you for taking care of me. And I said, you know, you don't have to do that.
After that, you know, we didn't hear from Dad the rest of the night, and Mom went home, and she found him dead.
I asked him how he was, and then when I touched him, I knew he'd passed away.
He passed away in his sleep, bleeding ulcer.
No, your whole life has changed.
I just couldn't believe my ears, and I drove the hour to get to the house. All I kept thinking on the way there was, dear God, give me the strength to get through this. I have to be the thinking mind. They're going to be counting on me to do what's right. A few days later, they asked me if I would read the eulogy at his funeral. And I got through it okay until the priest read a letter about all the charitable giving that Bob had done. It just overwhelmed me that this man, who I call the kindest man I've ever met, had done so much more and never told a soul.
The life insurance really helped my mother.
It's helped me to relax and travel and just not go crazy.
Even though my dad is gone, I know that he's still providing for us. He set things in motion that will take care of us for a long time to come.
Having a good, sound financial plan with somebody that you respect and trust is the ultimate peace of mind.
I always tell Michelle she saved my life, which she did. This life story's continuing my husband's work. He's still helping people, and that was his life, to help people.